So this was the test 4 question. There were total 5 questions and this was one of the easiest test. So first question was convert this point from rectangular coordinates to polar coordinate where the r is more than 0. So we know if r is more than 0, then the formula is r equals to square root of x square plus y square. And what is given here? This is x, this is y. So x is given as -1 and y is given as square root of 3. So plug the values of x and y. So it would be -1 square plus square root of 3 and its square. And if you take square of -1, it's positive 1, and if you take square root of 3, it would be just 3. So total 4. So square root of 4 is 2. So the r is 2. Now we also need theta, and we know the formula tan theta is y over x. So plug the value of y and x. Y is given square root of 3 and x is given -1. So it becomes negative square root of 3. So if tan theta is that one, then theta would be tan inverse negative square root of 3 and its value is negative pi over 3. Now this point goes to second quadrant 2, but this angle goes to quadrant 4, because we know tan theta is negative in quadrant 2 and quadrant 4, and what angle we got here is in quadrant 4. So we need to adjust the angle. So how we can adjust? Just add pi with this one. Since -1 square root of 3 in quadrant 2, so theta would be negative pi over 3 plus pi, which is 2 pi over 3. So we got r equals to 2 and theta is 2 pi over 3. So r theta would be, the polar coordinate would be 2 and 2 pi over 3. And second question is this one. Before second question, let's solve. Okay, we can start the second question. So write the equation, this rectangular equation, to an equivalent equation using polar coordinates. So when we convert in polar coordinates, we always know x is r cosine theta and y is r sine theta. So plug those values there. It would be r cosine theta square plus r sine theta minus 5 square equals to 25. So if you take square of that one, it would be r square cosine square theta, and if we expand this one, a minus b whole square formula, which is a square minus 2ab plus b square, that means r square sine square theta minus 2 times r sine theta times 5 plus 5 square equals to 25. So from this first two terms, we can factor out r square, and it becomes cosine square theta plus sine square theta, and 5 times 2 is 10 r sine theta plus 25 equals to 25. These two cancel, 25, and we know cosine square theta plus sine square theta is always 1, so it would be 1. This is 1. So we have r square minus 10r sine theta equals to 0. Now from here we can factor out r, then it would be r minus 10 sine theta equals to 0. Now we can write by zero product property that first one is 0, or r minus 10 sine theta is 0, that means r equals to 10 sine theta. So when theta is 90 degree, then this also becomes r equals to 0. So this would be the general solution. We need to write that one. Also graphically you can think r equals to 0 just represent a point, but this one is a equation of a circle. So to be a circle we need to write that one. So our general solution would be this one. So when theta is pi over 2, then this one r equals to 10 sine pi over 2 becomes just 0. This one also becomes 0. So if we write only this solution, it covers all of the points. So r would be 10 sine theta. This is the solution for number 2. Now for number 3, we have two complex numbers z1 and z2. We need to find the difference, also the product. So to find the difference, z1 minus z2 is 5 minus 8i minus 7 plus 10i. So it would be 5 minus 8i plus 7 minus 10i. So 12, we need to add the real part, 5 plus 7, 12, and if you simplify the imaginary part, it becomes 18i, negative 8, negative 10, which is negative 18i. So this is the difference. Now for the product, so z1 times z2 would be 5 minus 8i times minus 7 plus 10i. So if you multiply the FOIL method, so 5 times negative 7, so these two, that is negative 35, and if you multiply this one and that one, 5 times 10, that is 50i. Now if you multiply these two, so this is negative positive, 56i, 7 times 8 is 56, and if you multiply these two, so it becomes minus 80i square. Now we know the property of I square is I square equals to negative 1. So negative 35 plus 50 plus 56i minus 80, and I square is negative 1. So if you simplify, it would be positive 80, okay, where I square is negative 1. It is always true. You need to remember this one. Now if you simplify the real part, it would be 80 minus 35, that would be 45, and this one if you add, it would be 106i. So 45 plus 106i. This is the product of those two complex numbers. Now question 4, we have this complex number and we need to write this complex number in polar form. That means we need to write this form: z equals to r times cosine theta plus I sine theta. This form we need to write. So we need r and theta. So what we have given if you consider z equals to x plus iy, then we have given x is 5 and y is negative 5. So what is r? R would be square root of 5 square, that means x square plus y square. This is the formula. So x is 5 plus minus 5 square, so square root of 25 plus 25 square root of 50. 50 can be written as 2 times 25 and square root of 25 is 5, so it will be 5 square root of 2. So this is the radius. And how about the angle? So tan theta is y over x. So what is y? Y is negative 5 and x is 5, so it's negative 1. And tan theta is negative again in second quadrant and in fourth quadrant. So the angle should be in second quadrant or fourth quadrant. Now theta would be tan inverse minus 1, that is minus pi over 4. So angle negative pi over 4, if you go clockwise, then you can go fourth quadrant, and this point also go fourth quadrant. 5 negative 5 also go fourth quadrant, so we can accept this result. So this result represent if we go clockwise. Now if you count counterclockwise, then what would be angle? Then in that case angle would be 2 pi minus pi over 4, which is 7 pi over 4, because if this is negative pi over 4, then that would be 2 pi minus negative pi over 4, which is 7 pi over 4. 7 pi over 4, that is counterclockwise. So we got both radius and the angle theta. So what would be polar form? Z equals to r. R is 5 square root of 2, 5 square root of 2, and then cosine 7 pi over 4 plus I sine 7 pi over 4. So that is the polar form for that complex number. Even you can write this angle negative pi over 4 here, cosine negative pi over 4 plus I sine negative pi over 4. Now question 5, actually we have given this polar form and we need to write the rectangular form. So we have given z equals to 5 square root of 2 cosine 7 pi over 4 plus I sine 7 pi over 4. Now 7 pi over 4 is 315 degree if you convert from radian to degree, and cosine 7 pi over 4, its value is 1 over square root of 2. If you use the calculator, then you can find its value is 1 over square root of 2 plus I sine 7 pi over 4 is negative 1 over square root of 2. It's better to use the unit circle. So now if you multiply, it would be, if you multiply these two number, so this square root of 2, that square root of 2 will cancel and we will have only 5. So we will have only 5 here, and here we have minus and plus. So if you multiply, it will be minus, and if you, okay, I'm writing one more line. So 5 square root of 2, then 1 over square root of 2 minus I over square root of 2. Now if you multiply now, So if you multiply these two, this one and that one, so this square root of 2, that square root of 2 will cancel, it would be only 5, and if you multiply these two, this square root of 2 and that one will also cancel, and we will have minus 5i. So this is the complex number in rectangular form a plus ib, where a is 5 and b is -5. So that's it. Thanks for watching.